Greetings, Diesel Funketeers. Tim speaking here. How you guys doing? I'm doing my live stream. Hey, what's up, dear? It's going to be a crowded house tonight. We are back in Fayetteville with my mom and dad here. My sister-in-law just walked through the door. My niece and nephew are here. My brother's making burgers. So it's going to be a somewhat abbreviated thing. Let me see if my main screen here works. Straight ahead. Straight ahead? Seems to work. Okay, good. Obviously, whoops. Nope. It's been a bit of because I'm having to help out with my parents, so it's been a bit of a lot of stuff. So that's why I'm like hours later than I normally would go. But I wanted to make sure that I did it. And also, LinkedIn is acting weird right now, so we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to take a moment to try to get LinkedIn. Also, one of the reasons why I'm doing this now is I want to make sure that the objective is by the end of the day, it's like 8, almost 8 o'clock, it's 7:44, dramatically later than I would have assumed. Whoa, yo, that's my niece. They're screaming. She's 12 years old. That's what she does. Would you stop screaming, please, dear? Anyway. So there we go. So I am doing what I got to do, and obviously, it's 12 years old. What are you gonna do? I've having some fun here, trying to get some work done. Also, I will be introducing the story that I've been working on the last few days, and I think it'll be important. Hey, man, don't bother your sister like that, cause she's screaming while I'm doing a live stream, man. What's wrong with you? People gonna think somebody's being murdered on my live stream. What's going on with you there? Anyway, sorry about that. I had to tell my nephew who's 16. Anyway, so we're going to showcase the first story that I've done, which is actually an old story that I initially done for another character. That's not mine. So yeah, so I guess we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So this story here is called "Only Seconds to Live." Now, initially, the idea that I was going to be working with was with Hi John Conqueror. The idea was to start off with the stories I had, where it's a retelling of kind of a crazed re-envisioning of mashup of John Carter, Warlord of Mars. Let me do a refresh on that. Hold on one second here. I'm gonna stay on this page here. I don't know why TikTok is acting a little weird tonight, but it's all good. We're gonna do a refresh on this. Let's see what happens if we do a refresh on that. We're gonna leave that page. We're gonna refresh. Great. And go here. Bam. Got that. And go here. Hang on one second, guys. We're gonna get right to you here. I know what I gotta do. Okay, there we go. Now we want to generate the URL. Okay, anyway, we're not gonna worry about it. We're gonna copy that link to the board here. We're gonna turn off linked in live. We're gonna go here. Command V. Okay, then we're gonna go here. Hang on one second, hang on. This is what happens when you are broadcasting on your own. Oops. LinkedIn here, and do that last one there. Bam. And go back here. Now we're going to turn on LinkedIn Live. We're going to see if we can start this Billy Goat up in a second here. Let's go here. Right now it is not there, but we're going to give it a second for the live stream to go through. If not, LinkedIn is going to be our crazy child, mutated child tonight. Instagram, hello Dean Haspiel, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Let's see, LinkedIn, still don't want to go live. That's okay. Substack, don't bother Substack. That's what I learned. Facebook is rocking. Kick is rocking. Twitch is rocking. And both live streams on YouTube are now rocking. So this is good. So we are live. I tried again. One of the reasons why I would have gone on even 30 minutes earlier, but I've tried the several last 30 minutes to try to figure out a solution for TikTok, and it's not working, folks. I'm gonna have to reach out to I'm going to reach out to the folks with, hold on, what are we doing here? Okay, we have a very low power. Ah, that's because we need to connect it here. Sorry about that. This is what happens when you are trying to do family stuff and stream at the same time. It is not the way to do it. Okay. Hang on, hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We're going here. There we go. All right. So we should have a charge now going. Yes. All right. Now, there we go. Enough of that. So let's get down to some drawing here. Again, so I was doing something where I was doing a show. My comatic is what I call it. And I'll describe what a comatic is in a bit. But the idea is the following. I'll just go here. I'm going to go to my desktop. Yeah. LinkedIn has definitely acted weird today, but that's okay. That's all right. So we're going to go to our desktop. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Just to the. Sorry about that, guys. We got to go back here. We definitely have a technical challenge today, but that's okay. I don't mind that. And go to displays. Okay. There we go. Now we need to add iPad 4. And iPad 4 is going to be extended mirror display. There we go. And we should be, yes, my sign, my thingy is active there on the stream. Okay, got it. So I got that running right. Okay. So yes. And by the way, excuse me, people, y'all don't have to lower your voice. You can talk normal volume. I'm doing my stuff in the home here, so it's good. All right. Anyway, so let's go to HighJohn. And of course, with HighJohn, what I had done here is you guys may or may not remember, for those folks here, basically my episodes are essentially this. This is the episodes here. Right? And this is the first one here. Let me turn that volume up here. Okay, I don't know why that's not making any noise. AirPods, hang on. Oh, probably because I should turn that up. Maybe? I don't know why that's not. Oh, that's because I picked the wrong thing. That's just that is not the file that I wanted you guys to see. The file I wanted you guys to see was this. We're going to go here, scroll down. Sorry about that. Scrolling up. Hang on. We're getting there. There we go. We're getting there. Yep, that was definitely the wrong one. That was not the one I wanted you to see. I wanted you to see the folder that says Comatics. You'll see that in just a moment. And then, no. Here we go. So this one right here starts up like this. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Now we'll pull this over here. Okay, so that one was chapter one, right? And that's the title sequence, and then we go to the second one here. And what I had done here, I'll just very quickly just kind of like stream through this stuff here. What I do when I show my episodes, right? Because my plan is to, a comatic is the middle ground between a comic and an animatic, much as a motion comic is the middle ground between a comic and a full animation. I'm not trying to do animation. What I'm trying to do is an animatic that basically takes the sequencing in a kind of chronological order that can be played back, so you can see the sequence of things. But I'm doing it with comic panels, right? So that was chapter one, and I'll open this one up here. We'll open it up here. We'll go open. Okay, that opens there, and I'll just stream this over. So I'll just stream through this very quickly. Part of what's happening here is it starts this, it goes with the drawing, then you see me actually do the finished image, right? There are other things that I got showing, and then it has all the regular dialogue that you would see in a regular comic book, right? And when I launch Hi John, the idea is that it will launch one panel at a time. That's what I feel good about. However, in this particular case, what I'm doing is I'm showcasing this format, this chromatic format. I felt like the story that I have here is not how I want to start the story. I want to start it because this is not just an announcement of a new format or a format that I've been talking about for years, but I'm actually formally doing now. I want to introduce the genre and style of the story I'm doing. What I'm doing is something called Afrofuturism. I'm a visual Afrofuturist, been a visual Afrofuturist since I was a young boy. I'm now grown, damn near 60-year-old man. And with this format, I felt like this format, the story, I wanted to take something that would be interesting. And as I've gone through this, a lot of these images here, some of these images are actually repurposed from work that I had done before on the Hi John story. So I was thinking to myself, well, now, how am I going to pull this off? How am I going to do this? How am I going to make this work? And as I looked through all this stuff, I had to hunt through a lot of stuff. And I was noticing I was doing this story for one of my colleagues, Alexander Simmons, called Blackjack. And I had done this story I had done the breakdowns for it. So I had done a graphic novel. I've done a metric ton of posters and poster arts and promotions for Alex's work over the years. And I decided, this was a story that I was doing, never finished it, because it just didn't, I didn't feel the need to go and to do that. But what happened was, I saw this and I thought, you know what? I should use this story for my own character. So that's what I did. So I went through and modified a few things, took the same breakdowns, and I modified it because the character really perfectly fits the character. So I'll just show you guys so this was some of the stuff I had done, right? Pretty cool idea. Nothing was ever done with it. And I said, hey, I'm just going to take my story and do it for Hi John, right? So this is what I did. I took all the breakdowns for it, right? So basically what happens is this guy is in the back of this truck. But of course, Hi John takes place during the Civil War Reconstruction era. And so I changed it to a horse-drawn carriage. And I'm still putting it together now. So here it is. Basically what happens is guys in darkness, covered, and the covers pulled over him. It turns out to be a Confederate flag. Because this story was done during the Confederate flag controversy, which I thought was pretty, amazing, period of time here. Let's, what I'm going to do here. Hold on one second, because that is not generating here. What we're going to do here, we're going to close that. We're going to close that, leave that page. Okay, good. Now, hello, Shay890. How you doing? Good to see you. So we're going to go here. Let's see. We're going to go to LinkedIn. Hang on one second. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom here. Streaming links, LinkedIn. Okay, there we go. Start a new stream. We're going to see if we can get stream. This way, you're going to go here to US Northwest. I'm sorry, I'm setting up my streaming channel. Oh, no, that's not the one we want. We don't want that one. Let's see here. Let's go here to, go to edit here. And pick this one here, Command C. Okay, we're good there. That's great. Cancel that, because that is streaming live already. That's very good. Hang on one second, guys. And go here. And we can go right here. Bam. All right, great. Now we'll do this, Command C. Then we're going to go here. Bam, good. Then we're going to go here. Now we've got this. We're going to hit copy. Now let's see if we can make LinkedIn behave itself. So we're going to go to Mail Studio. Give me 30 seconds to see if I can make this work right. Then click here. And we're going to hit cancel, dismiss, and click right here. There we go. Now we need to go here, go to copy, okay. All right, hang on, Command V, okay, got it there. Copy here. All right, hang on, guys, hang on, almost there. LinkedIn Live, right there. Bam, go back. All right, now let's see, there we go. So LinkedIn should be very close to going live in just a moment. I just hit the things there, so the LinkedIn Live, so something's going through. Yep, there it is. We're gonna go here. Now we're gonna give that a second to catch. There's what, there we go. All right, guys. All right. So we are rocking. Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna hit the mute on that. All right, good. So we're now live on LinkedIn. Apologies for that. I stream to a multiple networks while I'm doing this. Anyway, back to this. Okay, so what happens is there's this dude. He's in the car. He's in the back of this wagon. He is taken out by these Klansmen. These Klansmen pull him off the back of the wagon, and they literally drag him to this tree. They drag him to this tree, and as you know, you see the iconic imagery of people who've been lynched with large crowds of people smiling and enjoying the events. This case here, while these Klansmen are looking up at this man, out of the distance, all the way in the back, in the middle of this field, is this guy silhouette walking. Now you don't see it here. I guess I'll pop. Let's see if I can scroll down. Well, actually, what the heck? Let's go here. Let's do it here. I'll show you guys here what's happening. So what's happening here? Yeah, this is much better. So here, the guys in the back of the truck, they pull off the flag that's covering him. You see these Klansmen here, right? They grab him, they pull him off the truck, the wagon. He is sitting here frightened, obviously terrified, and they walk him towards his tree. All right? The next thing is, you'll be able to see it here a little bit here. Let's take this here, let's move the resolution up here. All right, so then what happens, you see this man walking out of the distance behind these Klansmen who are enjoying everything that's happening. And here, what you can see is they are dragging him, the man, up to the tree. And they literally string him up and they hang him. But just as they're hanging him, the man is dramatically closer. Now I'll turn this off here so you can see this. So there's Hi John. He's dressed like a dandy, right? And the thing he'll be carrying here, let's zoom in here, are these two swords that he carries. All right? It's part of what I'm doing here. Turn the volume, not the volume, the opacity down on that. Then we go here. You see he has the swords, he comes up, then he pounces on these Klansmen. And he basically, over a 9-panel page here, he basically massacres these Klansmen. But while that's happening, the guy is actually dying on the rope because he's been hung. And then it turns out, comes here, guy's basically motionless in the tree. Hyjon cuts him down, and he revives him. And then the scene cuts where you see him basically, you know, digging, digging graves, and he's throwing the Klansmen's dead bodies into the grave. And then here, you see a shot here, and this is the thing I gotta adjust this slightly here. Right there, this character here is basically. Hang on one second. There he is. So the Hyjon character has dug the grave of the Klansman, and then out of the distance comes the man's family, right? And like I said, part of me doing this stuff is showing you guys literally how the sausage is made. And here, the Hyjon character stays behind, and the family escapes on the horse and carriage. Basically, tells them to leave the town. Do you want onions on your burger? And then the last shot of this, you want anything? The last shot of this is literally the Hyjon character walking back through a portal. And I did this because I felt like it was important to be able to show that stuff. So that was fun to do. That was fun. Now this shot, I have to do the artwork for this, but the artwork, since I'm using VizCom to help me do my coloring and rendering of my drawings, the goal is I have to do tight drawings. This particular thing here, see that? That is an actual 3D object. I have to get a horse, all those type of things to put those things into the shot. This story is called Seconds Left to Live, and I'll show you here. All right, I already got that one. I don't need that one so much anymore because I got that. All right, this is one of the shots from the episodes that come later. This is all of my rendering that I've done through AI, so I'm actually compositing that with my artwork. Let me go here very quickly and see if we got anyone looking in. Hello. Hey, hello there, my beautiful and wonderful daughter who chimed in on the show tonight. Let's see what else we got here. We got, okay, know what that is. We ain't gonna worry about that, but we are streaming here. My name is, oh, by the way, I haven't announced this because it's been such a weird kind of day all over the place. I am Tim Fielder, visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist, based out of New York City, but presently in Fayetteville, Georgia, hanging out with my mom and dad, who are in the background watching Steve Harvey with the Family Feud. My wonderful sister-in-law is cutting up onions. My brother's making burgers, and my niece and nephew are out in the back room making way too much noise as they normally do. And it is all great. So this is all the different things that come from the earlier story. You guys will see how these things play out. But what I wanted to show you here was this. Here, let me see if I can find it here. Let's find that image. Yeah, that wouldn't even be in that folder. That would be back here. This is the thing I want you guys to see. So one of the things I've been doing as I'm getting older, as I'm reclaiming a lot of the how would I call it? I'm reclaiming a lot of the work that I'm doing. I'm reclaiming a lot of the work, a lot of the stories. I'm meaning when I say reclaiming, I've done hundreds, if not thousands of designs and stories. So many of them were never published. They were never published for whatever reason. You know, I didn't finish them. They were finished. The company didn't publish them, or I finished some stories and the company went other. All kinds of stuff. My career is littered with that type of material. And the last 10 years have been basically getting all of that kind of stuff back. That's what it was. And so that's what being a visual Afrofuturist is about, is reclaiming things. So I had done this story here, and this is one of the things I did here. You'll see it here. Uh, I turned that story that I showed you, which started initially as a blackjack story, you know, it's one I wrote, and I decided, you know what, let me apply it to Hi John. And I think I posted a screenshot of this on my post the other night, but this is actually the title card that I'm doing for this Comatic. It's a prologue, Seconds Left to Live, and it will segue into the title sequence, and then we will go, all those panels that I showed you guys, those things will be shown. Because I wanted this story to have weight and hopefully poignancy, basically showing this character that I've created going on a melee against these Klansmen, basically killing them, you know, because they've hung this man. And that's what I wanted to be able to do. Tell the story, but do it in my style, using the techniques and the processes that I'm formulating to do my work. So I can get all those stories that I never got done. I want to get them done. And I recognize there'll be some blowback because I am utilizing AI as a tool to get this work done, which I don't mind. I don't mind that. But there may be some people who do mind, and if they do, they have every right to mind. But that's okay. That's still not going to stop me from doing this work, because I can publish this work online. I'm not looking for a book deal for this. I'm not looking for a book deal for this. I'm publishing this through my socials. And then once everything is put together, I then will publish either through my company, Tito Funk Studios, and you know, we'll let the cards fall where they may. But I'm doing this because it's what I have to do. Okay, let's keep going here. And by the way, I think perhaps it'll be cool to show you guys what this what it looked like here. Let's see here. Here we go. Where's it? Yeah, right there. So this will be fun. I'll show you guys this here as we go. This is actually how it plays. All right here. And you know what I'll do is I suppose I can play the music here. Let's play the music here while this plays, so it'll get you in the right mood, right? Let's go. Hi John Conqueror. Hi John. Hit there. Nope. No. That did not come through. Let's go recent added. Done in the deep. Let's go here. Let's see if we can find it. If I can't find it, I'm not, you know what, I'm not gonna even worry about it. I'm gonna minimize that. I'm gonna go to bridge. This will be fun. This will be fun. There we go. Here we go. All right, so that's part of how I work. So this will have music on it. Let me pause this here a little bit. Turn it. Okay. Oh, we have some echo playing here. That's what that is. Oh wow. Okay, we got some sounds here coming from. I don't even know where it's coming from. Let's go here. Oh, there we go. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So, any rate, yes, I am playing this, showing this work. All right, let's go to QuickTime. There we go. As you can see here, what's happening is it shows the entire process, right? And then we will have all of the dialogue and narration and all that kind of stuff I put in there. And so this will premiere. I would love to say it will premiere tomorrow, but I think more realistically, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I might premiere tomorrow. I mean, I don't have to have the entire story done. I can have only part of it done, and that's all here. Doc Jasmo. Who is Doc Jasmo? How you doing, Doc Jasmo? I don't know who that is. Jasmine? I don't know. Jasmo? I don't know. Anyway, so that's the idea. This is what I'm doing. This is difficult material to deal with because what you're doing is you are dealing with subject matter that is not kind. But you know, as a visual Afrofuturist, I'm not always trying to keep it peaceful. I'm trying to show things, you know, get into the speculative elements of things for sure. But I'm trying to do it in such a way where I keep this is still in its core action adventure. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that is. So I've enjoyed doing this process. Um, you know, I'd be curious to see if, well, here's the thing. And this is what I will say about this. There's a part of me that feels like that's the last page here, and I'm looking at this. I might add one more panel to that final page. Maybe this thing of the guy walking through the portal needs to be up there, right? And then, yeah, I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta see how that works. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, what I'm debating about doing is just finishing one panel at a time and doing what I was gonna do. Right? That might be the way to do it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might just do it like that and color it and do and do what I do. So we'll see. But the objective is, as I'm working, is to show folks how I work, uh, get into the vibe of producing the work, finish work, and be okay with that. Maybe that's the goal. Maybe that's the thing I need to be doing today. Anyway, all right. So I think I'm getting a signal that I'm supposed to get ready to jump off now and get ready to eat dinner. So what I'm doing, that says you can hear the voices like, "Hey, food's ready, food's ready," and the microwave oven in this house is not working. So I think I maybe need to get on this while the food is still hot. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this short a little bit because yeah. All right, I got it. I got it. Okay. All right, we're gonna cut this live today. I want to thank you guys for doing it. Again, look forward to showing you guys High John Conqueror very soon. I'm going to be going live very soon. And the first story will be this one here. Prologue, Seconds Left to Live, to the larger High John Conqueror story. And looking forward to doing it. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll try it again. It might be this, it might be, I think my brother and I are going to be working to prep his studio so we can start on our next initiatives. And it should be fun, Anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm Tim Fielder. Buy my book, Maddie's Rocket. Buy my other book, my writing partner, Walter Grayson, The Graphic History of Hip Hop, which had a very big weekend. We had Redman I've got to forget the other guy's name. Can't believe Post Malone. Actually received copies of it from the Department of Education. Joe Smith, I did get your email. Don't worry, I'm working on this stuff. I know I got to get it in this week. And that's what's happening. So you guys take care. Hey, girl, how you doing? It's my niece. Yeah, okay, my niece is waking up here. She stayed home out of school today. Anyway, you guys take care. Stay out of trouble. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Peace. Burger time.